He claims to be 93 years old. I don't believe it. But anyway, that has nothing to do with my story. And do I get to say fuck you to Ron DeSantis? Do you all remember the Wildflower restaurant on Siesta Key? And you might remember the Bai Hut, which is still here, and the main bar downtown. And do you remember HoJo's next door, Howard Johnson's, which was open like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And HoJo's used to have TenderSweet clams. And you could have as many TenderSweet clams as you wanted. They had like all you could eat TenderSweet clams days. So my friend Ray and I went to HoJo's, and we ordered TenderSweet clams, and we had our like third dishes of them. And we said to the waitress, can we have another dish of TenderSweet clams, please? And she said, no, you've been given an adequate portion of TenderSweet clams. So we never got to do that. Anyway, my story is not quite about that, but it's about 4 o'clock in the morning one night after a Palm Court party, and a bunch of us have dropped acid, but we dropped it like 4 hours before everybody else. We dropped it a while back. And then this guy that I'll call Mr. What's Happening, dropped his acid late. He had it like 15 minutes before we went to HoJo's. And so he just kept saying, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening. And so we went to HoJo's and we ordered all this food. We were like crazed about getting all this food. There were pictures on the menu and you could choose all this food. And so we ordered like breakfast steaks and pancakes and waffles and milkshakes and everything on the menu. And it came, and LSD, like some of the stories tonight, make you lose your sense of time. You lose your sense of time. So we're there, and it's we've been there for maybe 5 minutes, and it feels like an hour. It feels like, and we're like, are we going to get our food? Are we going to get our food? Is everything all right? And the other guy's going, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And so the food finally comes, and it's too much. It's too much. It's like one of us, there was a real skinny girl with us, and she said, ew. And like none of us knew what to do with the food, but we're stuffing it down our gullets anyway. We're trying to get it down. And there are two guys with us. There were about 6 of us, 6 or 8 of us, I forget. And there were 2 guys with us, and one guy says, the ontological argument says God is that of which no greater can be conceived. And the other guy, this other guy, I'll call him Rat Boy. Rat Boy says, there's something that's greater, that can be greater conceived than God. And the other guy goes, well, what would that be? And he goes, the universe is greater than God. And the guy goes, no, God is greater than the universe. And so there's this back and forth, and our attention is diverted, and the guy that's going, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening? He's taken the syrup container off the table, and he's guzzling the syrup out of the container. And so he's doing that, and the girl that said ew is like, put that down. And she goes to the waitress, can we have another thing of syrup, please? And the waitress goes, why, what's wrong with that one? And the guy named Rat Boy says, we don't like that one anymore. And so she brings us back another thing of syrup. And so these two are going at it about God, and one guy's going, the universe is greater than God, and the other one's going, God is king of the universe. And anyway, so we're eating our food, and we say, we better pay up. We've lost all sense of time. We have no sense of what time it is. And there are glass windows in the front of HoJo's, and you can see it getting light outside. And so we look over at the what's happening guy, and he's guzzling the ketchup. He's guzzling the ketchup. And we've had all this food to eat. And one guy goes, excuse me, and he runs out of HoJo's, and you can see him through the plate glass window because it's getting light. It's almost morning, and you can see him out the plate glass window, and he's retching in the parking lot. He's vomiting in the parking lot. And so the what's happening guy goes, that's God, man. That's of what no greater can be conceived. That's my story, but do you want to sing the new college hymn? Okay, it goes like this. New college, citadel of learning, first class minds confronting actively. Let's just try that part. New college, citadel of learning, first class minds confronting actively. New college from all across the nation, first class minds in mental masturbation. Okay, you ready for that? New college from all across the nation, first class minds in mental masturbation. Thank you.
New college, first class one. New college, Sarasota, Florida. Cleo, Estepini, Blessed Trinity.